Imagine this. You're in school. You have a box of crayons. I walk up to you and say, "Hey, this blue crayon is super rare. Next week, everyone will want it. If you give me $1 today, I'll sell it for $10 next week." Sounds exciting, right? So you give me your dollar. Then your friend gives me a dollar. Then another friend gives me a dollar. Soon, everyone is buying crayons from me. The problem? The crayons aren't actually special. I'm just making stuff up. But because everybody believes me, the price keeps going up. And while everyone is busy buying crayons, I'm quietly stuffing dollars into my backpack and running away. Congratulations. You just learned the basic idea behind one of the most famous scams in Wall Street history. The story of Jordan Belfort, the man known as the Wolf of Wall Street. And trust me, this story gets crazier than a monkey driving a Lamborghini. Let's begin. Jordan Belfort wasn't born rich. Well, he wasn't some Wall Street genius from a billionaire family. He was just a regular guy from New York. But Jordan had one superpower. He could sell anything. And I mean anything. If Jordan showed up at your house and tried to sell you sand during a beach vacation, you might actually buy it. That's how good he was. In the 1980s, he started working as a stockbroker. Now, what's a stockbroker? Think of a stockbroker as someone who helps people buy pieces of companies. You buy a piece, the company grows. Your piece becomes more valuable. Simple. At least that's how it's supposed to work. But Jordan discovered something interesting. Some stocks paid brokers tiny commissions. Other stocks paid huge commissions. Guess which ones he liked? Yup, the huge commission ones. Soon Jordan started his own company called Stratton Oakmont. Sounds fancy, right? Like some giant financial empire. In reality, it was basically a room full of aggressive salespeople making phone calls all day. Imagine hundreds of people sitting at desks, phones ringing everywhere, everyone talking fast, everyone trying to convince strangers to buy stocks. It was like a giant call center powered by coffee, greed, and bad decisions. Now here's where things get sneaky. Jordan's company focused on something called penny stocks. Don't let the name fool you. Penny stocks are real stocks. But they're usually from tiny companies nobody has heard of. They're cheap, they're risky, and they're easy to manipulate. Let's use a lemonade stand example. Suppose your friend Timmy owns a lemonade stand. Nobody cares about Timmy's lemonade stand. Nobody wants to buy a piece of it. Then one day, Jordan comes along. He starts telling everyone, Timmy's lemonade stand is the next Coca-Cola. This thing is going to the moon. People who buy today will become rich. Suddenly, everybody starts buying. The price goes up. People get excited. More people buy. The price goes up even more. Now it looks like Timmy's lemonade stand is worth millions, but here's the secret. Nothing actually changed. The lemonade still tastes like lemon water. The stand is still made from cardboard. Jordan simply convinced people it was valuable. This trick is called pump and dump, and it's exactly what made Jordan Belfort famous. First, the stock gets pumped. That means people are encouraged to buy it. The hype grows, the price rises. Everyone thinks they're getting rich. Then comes the dump. Jordan and his team sell their own shares at the high price. They collect millions. The stock crashes. Regular investors lose money. Jordan walks away richer. Imagine convincing everyone that a banana is worth $100. People start buying bananas. The price rises. Then you sell all your bananas. The banana market crashes. Everyone else is stuck with expensive fruit. That's basically what happened. Again and again and again. The crazy part? It worked. Really well. Jordan became unbelievably rich. He bought mansions, luxury cars, yachts, private jets, anything he wanted. If something was expensive, Jordan probably bought it. At one point, he had so much money that normal people couldn't even imagine it. Most people checked their bank account before buying lunch. Jordan was spending thousands of dollars without thinking twice. But here's an important lesson. Making money is one thing. Keeping it is another. And when money comes from dishonest tricks, the problems eventually catch up. Now let's talk about the culture inside his company. Imagine a school where students got rewarded for being the loudest, the most aggressive, the most reckless. That's basically Stratton Oakmont. Employees were pushed to sell, sell, sell. It didn't matter whether the investment was good. It mattered whether the customer bought it. People were making enormous commissions. Some became millionaires. Others, money like there was no tomorrow. The company became famous for wild parties. And when I say wild parties, I mean the kind that make your birthday party look like a library meeting. The money kept flowing. The spending kept growing. And Jordan felt unstoppable. But there's a problem with scams. Eventually, somebody starts asking questions. Government investigators noticed something strange. Why were these tiny stocks suddenly exploding in value? Why were investors losing so much money? Why was Jordan getting so rich? The more investigators looked, the worse things appeared. Phone calls were recorded. Documents were examined. Former employees started talking. Piece by piece, the truth emerged. Jordan wasn't creating wealth. He was creating hype. And hype doesn't last forever. Think of a balloon. You can keep blowing air into it. Bigger, bigger, bigger. But eventually, pop. That's exactly what happened. The authorities came after him. Investigations expanded. Charges piled up, and the empire started collapsing. Jordan Belfort was eventually arrested. The Wolf of Wall Street was finally cornered. The man who once seemed untouchable suddenly faced reality. He pleaded guilty to fraud and other financial crimes. He went to prison. His company was gone. His fortune disappeared. His lifestyle vanished. Everything he spent years building came crashing down. And here's the interesting part. Most people think scams fail because scammers aren't smart. That's not true. Many scammers are extremely smart. Jordan Belfort was smart. Very smart. The real problem was that he used his talents in the wrong way. Imagine having a super fast race car. You can use it to win races, or you can use it to drive into a wall. The car isn't the problem. The direction is. Jordan had incredible communication skills. He could persuade people, motivate teams, build businesses. Those are valuable abilities. But instead of using them honestly, he used them to manipulate people. And eventually the consequences arrived. Today, Jordan Belfort is a speaker and author. Many people know him from the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. The story became one of the most famous financial scandals ever. But if you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Easy money is usually expensive. Whenever somebody says, this investment can't lose, this stock will definitely make you rich. Everyone is getting rich except you. That's when your brain should start flashing warning lights. Because real investing isn't magic. Real investing is usually boring. It's slow. It's patient. It's not a secret formula hidden in someone's basement. The truth is that building wealth takes time. Scams sell excitement. Investing sells patience. And patience isn't nearly as exciting, but it works. The Wolf of Wall Street became rich by convincing people to chase quick money. Many of those people lost everything. The biggest lesson from the story isn't about stocks. It's about human nature. People love shortcuts. People love easy answers. People love the idea of getting rich overnight. And that's exactly why scams keep working. So the next time someone promises you unlimited profits, guaranteed returns, or a secret opportunity nobody else knows about, remember Timmy's lemonade stand, remember the $100 banana, and remember the Wolf of Wall Street. Because sometimes the person getting rich isn't the person buying, it's the person doing the selling. And that's the scam.